Dun, 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 dun.
It's happening live. Let's listen. Enact policy reforms to improve the lives of Americans. We need to make America's future great again. Today, we are joined by some very special guest, President Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Army Captain Sam Brown, U.S. Senate candidate here in Nevada. Bob Unanue, CEO of Goya Foods. Additionally, we are joined by 6 Hispanic Americans from this community who have been impacted by the Biden administration, Biden-Harris administration's policies. They're here to show their stories and how this administration has negatively impacted their lives and has stopped them from moving forward. And we're here to change that. Lydia Ruiz Dominguez, a mother, author, Air Force veteran. We have Brian Ursua, a husband, father of 5, proud Teamster, Local 631 member. We have Elias Trujillo, and now we have also Linda Fornos. We have Iris Ramos Jones. And we have Rafael Arroyo. We know President Trump has built one of the strongest economies ever, lifting up all Americans, especially the Hispanic community. Under President Trump's leadership, the Hispanic community saw a record low unemployment and low poverty. As part of this immediate plan to help our economy recover from this disastrous economic policies from the Biden administration, Harris administration, President Trump has pledged to eliminate taxes on tips so that Americans can keep more money in their pockets. I want to share my father's story, Saul Flores. Back in 2016, he was with her. And in 2020, he voted Republican for the first time. And he voted for President Trump because under his administration, his trucking company was thriving. He saw that his policies empowered his company. And he said, even though I still don't agree with him on everything, I love his policies. And I will be voting for him in 2020. But he went from being with her in 2016 to voting for president in 2020, and now he's all in for President Trump. And I know that is not just my father. Many Hispanic Americans have seen what the Biden administration have done to their lives. We all have less money in our pockets. We want to be able to take our children to a vacation. We want to be able to take care of our families. And that's exactly what President Trump will do when we get him reelected in November. And now, speaking, Bob Unanue. Before we get to our important discussion, I'm thrilled to be your moderator today. And I would like to introduce a great American and the CEO of Goya Foods, Bob. He's a leader with a spine of steel and a heart of gold. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Bob Unanue.
Thank you, Myra, and you're so important for Texas. I've been down with you a couple times, and I remember you telling me your father said you convinced him to vote your way with God, family, work, freedom. He said, you asked him, why did you vote conservative, Republican? He says, my party has abandoned me. They've abandoned him. And they've abandoned many Latinos. And that's why we're here today, and our future is at stake. I want to also recognize Captain Sam Brown, who at a young age these are people who put their life on the line. And when I see servicemen, I say, not just thank you for your service, thank you for our freedom. We have freedom, we take it for granted. And if we don't get it back, we're going to lose this country. And that's why we're sitting next to the greatest president of our time, Donald J. Trump.
Amen.
The song goes, those were the days, my friend. Some of you are old enough to remember that. I thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. And that's where we were under President Trump. I call them days que buena, so good. I call the days we are today, que mala. How bad has it gotten? How bad has it gotten? It's gotten bad. Under President Trump, our economy was cruising. The best economy ever. Prosperity. We had a safe world. No wars. We had no inflation. Virtually no inflation. We had freedom. Under President Trump, our real average weekly wages were up 8.4%. I'll say later on, under this administration, it's down 3.4. We cannot keep up with the cost of this administration that is hammering not only the Hispanic community, the African American community, all communities. The border was secure. Illegal immigration was at a minimum. Yesterday, the CPI index came out hotter than expected at 2.4%. And this is on top of year after year. And we've had over the years 5.4% inflation. This is on top of historic inflation. Overall prices are up to 20.5%. But let me tell you, I'll steal a phrase from Mr. President, that's fake news. For Goya, it's up more like 50%. We will go out to buy cans. We do a lot of canning. Come to Brookshire, Texas, and we'll show you how we can at 2,000 cans a minute. Very efficient factory. Cans went up 64%. Transportation. Ever since the Harris-Biden war on fossil fuels, day one, the Green New Scam, the pulling out of Afghanistan, we showed so much weakness, they invaded Ukraine. Ukraine is a breadbasket for Europe and Northern Africa. They have wheat, 30% of the world's wheat, 20% of the world's corn, 50% of the world's fertilizer. It tripled the cost of fertilizer. What does that do to our crops over here? It goes way up. Under Kamala, real average wages. I don't say that, to get a buzz or as an insult. It's reality. She is bad. She's bad for this country. She's bad for Latinos. She's bad for all of us. Real average wages were down 3.4%. And wages have been up. I mean, our wages have, in warehousing and all that distribution, have almost doubled. But they're still not keeping up with the cost of this administration, the burden they put on our society. The working class, the middle class, Hispanic and Black, African American populations have been hammered, exploited, used, and abused. It's cost the middle class $2.4 trillion since March of 22. The average middle class household lost $33,000 in real wealth. And you need a six-figure salary in about less than half of the country to buy a home. That was day one. But for me, and we can go on and on about this economy, we've been hammered. But for me, the biggest issue under this administration, which I consider evil, and I'll tell you why, is the Hispanic and African American communities being exploited, used, and abused under the greatest slavery in the history of the world. My friend Ben Carson, who's also a friend of the president, said there's more slaves in the world today than in the history of the world. And why is that? Because the only industry that's flourished over the last 4 years is human trafficking and drugs. We are not just inviting people in, we're bringing people in. Let's ask some of the NGOs. We are actively bringing people to this country for exploitation, millions of people. Last year, on April 26, 2023, Tara Lee Rodas testified before Congress that the U.S. is a middleman in the trafficking of children. Last year, there were 85,000 children lost. Not lost, they were sold. In my opinion, they were sold. And we're the middleman, as Tara Lee said. Recently, the Inspector General of HHS, Health and Human Services, under Javier Becerra, and Alejandro Mayorkas, Latinos, abusing Latinos, because the Latinos are the biggest target of trafficking. And women are 70% of people trafficked. Children are 25%. Imagine you have a woman taking care of our border, abusing these children. The Inspector General says that 325,000 children are missing. Again, they're not missing, they've been sold. This is pure evil. It's a spiritual war. Back in 4 years ago, on July 9th, 2020, President Trump invited me to be on the White House Commission for Hispanic Prosperity. This administration fired me. I guess they don't believe in Hispanics or prosperity for Hispanics. But I said the word blessed. It came on my lips from the Holy Spirit. And I got in a heap of trouble, a boycott. But the president supported me. I guess you can call for a boycott. You can't support a company. But he supported us. And we did so well. AOC, who had called for a boycott, we named her Employee of the Month for improving our sales so much. But, and as a Latino, I'm probably going over the 3 minutes. I'm sorry, Myra. Can't help ourselves. God placed his hand. God's hand was placed on Donald J. Trump. Then, continues to, and he will not let go. Look at July 13th at 6:11 in the afternoon. St. Paul's letter to Ephesians. Put on the armor of God in this fight against evil. God's hand is on President Trump. He won't take it off. And he's going to bring us to prosperity, to safety. And he's going to lead us closer to God and make America great again. It is my highest honor. You might know this guy, this gentleman sitting next to the former, current, and future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you both, and thank you, everybody. Would you like to take over? You want to go? Would some people like to speak first?
No, we want you.
Okay.
We want everyone here is ready to hear from you.
Okay, good. That's good.
Well, thank you very much. And I have to say, with Bob, we became good friends. I didn't know him before the White House, but I got to know him, and he represented Hispanics. He represented a lot of people having to do with manufacturing business. He's a great businessman, and he had a very interesting situation. The radical left in our country put tremendous pressure on him not to be involved with us, meaning Republicans or conservatives, whatever, people with common sense, I always say. Because essentially we're the party of common sense, which becomes a better and better term as time goes by, with men playing in women's sports and open borders and people coming into our country totally unvetted and unchecked, and all of the ridiculous things that you see today. But we are the party of common sense. So Bob has a lot of common sense. And he has a great company. It's a great company, but they were putting a lot of pressure. And I felt very badly for him because they were hitting him hard. They had pickets, they had everything. They were trying to extort him, essentially. And we found out he can't be extorted. And he fought very hard. And then a strange thing happened. A strange thing, his numbers went through the roof. He was selling much more food instead of less food. And they do that. They play that game. It's probably not even legal what they do, but they go after businesses. And not everybody's like Bob, where they're in a position to fight. But his company went absolutely through the roof because of it, because there's tremendous support. We have far more people, far more support than the other side. And the term "Make America Great Again," we are the party of wanting to make America great again. Right now, we have a country it's a nation in decline. We're sadly a declining nation, and who would have thought we would have had to say that? But if you look at our borders, they're horrible. I probably won in 2016 because of the border. I fixed it very quickly, became very, very good, and turned over a great border, and they just destroyed it. From the moment, I always say that my world's favorite chart, the chart I look to the right on, but that was basically a chart on immigration. And that was the lowest immigration we'd had in forever, I think, in recorded history. And then that was my last day in office. And then it became like a rocket ship, that chart. And it went up to the moon. It was very sad to see all the work that we did, but we'll do it again. The only difference is this is many, many times worse than it was in 2016, Bob. In 2016, we had something that was within reason. We didn't have people with no talent, no brain power, people with that maybe hate our country in a certain way, because you try and figure why would they want prisoners, gang members, drug dealers? Why would they want murderers? By the way, 13,099 murderers. Why would they want these people in our country? Is there any reason for it? Usually when Bob or I or some of the good business people around the table and in the audience, I know a couple of great ones. We have Wesley Hunt, a great congressman, by the way. Thank you, Wesley. A great one. He's a great congressman. But we always say, we want to know what the other side is all about. Where are they coming from? This is one of the few times you really say, what are they doing? Where do we benefit? And I guess, you look at it and you say they're not smart, but they're smart, they're cunning, and a lot of them are evil. But you say that maybe they hate our country. I believe they could be some of that, because, when you allow drug lords to come into our country, when you allow the people that they're allowing, and by the way, they're emptying prisons out all over the world. This is no longer South America. This is the entire world. From Africa they come, from Asia they come, the Middle East, South America, yes. But it's not exclusive South America. This is all over the world. The Congo, we have a lot of people coming in from the Congo in Africa, and it's incredible. But you just say, why? Why are they doing it? And it has to be evil intention. And then you realize that so many other things that they do, like transgender operations, where prisoners, people that are being held as prisoners, if they request a transgender operation, they get it. Now, who would even believe this is possible? And she was one of the ones, Kamala. We don't have to talk about Joe, because Joe was overthrown. he was overthrown as president of the United States. First time that's happened. We call it a coup. I just say he was just overthrown. It's simpler. People say, what's a coup? A coup is you were overthrown. And I believe he likes me more than Kamala, but what do I know? How would I know that? But I think he likes me actually a little bit, about this much more than her, but they're having a lot of fighting going on. And they asked her a question the other day on one of these ridiculous shows, and they said, well, what would you have done different? What would you have done differently? She complains what she's going to do, And I always say, why didn't she do it? It's so easy. You just sit back. Why didn't you do it? You had almost 4 years to do it. But she's worse than Biden, I'm telling you. He's more intelligent than her. Can you believe this? Can you believe? Okay? And it's not that I'm a fan, but I think what happened to him was terrible. He had 14 million votes. She came in last because she was the first one to drop out of the race. She dropped out. There were like 22 people, and she dropped out. And it's a terrible thing. I mean, you talk about a threat to democracy. That's a threat to democracy. But the biggest threat to democracy is incompetence. And we have incompetent people leading our country, and we have problems other than borders. We have the biggest problem is probably the possibility of World War III. And that would be a war like no other with all of the weaponry that you have today. You have weapons the likes of which this world has never seen before. So we have people leading us that are not the right people. And, we had no wars. I finished off ISIS. We had the best economy ever. We did great. And for the Hispanic Americans, because that's why we're here, I want to just say household income for Hispanic Americans. I asked them, give me some of the just basics, reached an all-time high. So your household income was the highest it ever was. The Hispanic American poverty hit the lowest rate ever. So the lowest rate of poverty, the highest rate of income. So far we're doing good, right? That's not bad. After that, what else? You almost don't have to say anything more. The household wealth of the median Hispanic family grew by 65%. Think of that one. Home ownership among Hispanic Americans reached the highest level ever by far. And we cut taxes and regulations for Hispanic-owned small businesses and people. And now we did this for everybody, and everybody did better, but Hispanic Americans did just right at the top. Now, let me tell you what is happening at the border, because it's affecting you probably more than anybody else. African Americans, Hispanic Americans, people are pouring in and taking your jobs. And your jobs are being taken, and that's all because of Kamala and Biden. And really, in this case, her, because he put her in charge of the border, and then it was 4 o'clock and he went home and went to sleep. That was it. He made her the border czar, right? Now she says she wasn't the border czar. And they come out with different excuses, and because there's no excuse for this. We have the worst border in the history of the world. There's never been a border in the history of the world like this. If it was a third world country, because they had no border like this, because they fight them off with sticks and stones if they had to. This is the worst ever in the history of the world. And we had the best ever in this country's history. And we had a strong border. We had great people. Tom Homan was one of my advisors, and Brandon Judd was unbelievable. And we have people today that are great. And the amazing thing, they want to do their job. They really want, it's easier for them not to do their job, I assume, but they want to do the job. They see what's coming in and what's happening. But you heard the numbers from think of that family income, median 65% increase. Who ever heard of a number like that? But it's being taken away from you by them because of the border. Because people are going to come in and they're going to take your job, and that's what they're doing, and that's what's happening. And if you look at the numbers today, the numbers are way down from where they were. And for the African-American community, it's actually a step even worse. So I just want to let you know, and that's the way it is. She caused a tremendous inflation, $29,000 per family. Kamala launched a massive IRS initiative to take more tip money away, no tax, right, tips. And that was a big deal. Then she goes out a few weeks later, maybe a few months later, she said, I have a surprise for you. No tax on tips. We sent her a MAGA cap. But she won't. Remember, she won't be able to do it. Just like they were unable to fulfill, for 4 years, they said, we're going to cut the tuition, the debt on colleges and schools and all of this. We're going to cut the debt, student loans. We're going to cut them. We're going to give you. It failed. I mean, all that work, all that talk, it was all for nothing. It failed. And, a lot of people had hopes, and it failed because they don't get done what they're supposed to get done. They get done nothing good for the country. The only thing they're successful at is wasting money on the Green New Scam. And the number, Bob, the actual number is $93 trillion. That's what they want. And this was done by AOC plus 3. I said, oh, did you study the environment? No. They never even studied. They just come up. They want to do things like no more cows and no windows in buildings. They have some wonderful plans for this country. Honestly, they're crazy, and they're really hurting our country badly. But I just want to say it's been an honor. I've had such great support from the Hispanic community and from the Black community. The highest level ever, and there are those that say we'll end up breaking the 50% mark, which is really an incredible. When you think that 10 years ago or 6 years ago, and even when I first ran, you didn't know me very well, and you got to know me well. And the second, we did great in 2020. We did better in 2020, frankly, than we did in 2016. Much better. We got millions more votes. But we did very well with the Hispanic, and now we're doing record numbers. And I think we're going to have a tremendous election. I think we're going to have an election like no other. I think this is going to be the biggest and most important election in the history of the country. And a big beneficiary will be the people in this room. They've been just so great. Hispanic people have tremendous, they say you can't generalize, but I think you can. They have wonderful entrepreneurship, and you have such energy. Just ease up a little bit, okay? Ease up. No, you have great ambition, you have great energy, very smart, and you really do. It's like natural entrepreneurs. That's why these small businesses in the country, they are largely the number of Hispanic Americans operating small businesses and big businesses too, very big businesses, running them for stockholders. So it's an incredible group of people. It's an honor to have you on my side. We are getting numbers of Hispanic Americans that nobody ever thought possible. And we're up in all of the polls. Well, it looks like we're leading just about everywhere now. We're leading I think all of the swing states. It came out this morning. We're leading all of the swing states. And part of that is she can't answer questions. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing. We can't have that. We had that 4 years ago, and we had that for the last 4 years, and we can't do that anymore. We're not going to survive as a country. We're in very dangerous shape. We're in very bad shape as a country. You look at all of the things that are happening that are so bad, and it's just something we can't take. So we are going to be with you. You've been with me. Get out and vote. And again, November 5th, I believe, is going to go down as maybe the most important day, I hope, right, Mr. Congressman? But I hope it will, because it'll show what we do, but it'll be the most important day in the history of the country. And, I said that with 2016, and I meant it, but this blows it away, because 2016, we had problems, but we didn't have this kind of a problem. We have a problem of survival of our country, because we're run by very stupid and probably evil people, and we can't have it. So thank you very much, Bob. I hope that's a positive message. Is that a positive message? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let's make it clear to the Hispanic community that the Biden and Harris administration have killed our economy, destroyed our border. They have destroyed everything good that we have in our country, but they have not destroyed us. And we're going to give President Trump the biggest win in November. Hispanics are. Mr. President is going to have the biggest support any Republican president has ever had from us. I truly believe that. But what's most important for us is our values. And Kamala Harris is destroying our values of family, of faith. And if we want those values to live in our children and the second generation, it's important that we instill those values, but that we also elect those that represent our values. And that is President Donald Trump. I think it's important that we also give an opportunity to Captain Sam Brown to introduce himself. This race is very important for your state, so I want to give him an opportunity to say a few words. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making time out of your day to be here, but also thank you for running. I know it's a huge sacrifice, and thank you for everything you've done for our country. I would not be here if it wasn't because of men and women like you that served in our country, so thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Thank you, President Trump, for being here, for demonstrating to the world just how important Nevada is, how important the Hispanic voters are, how important this community is. We're so grateful that you're with us today.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Now, look, success is not promised in life. Hardship is something that none of us can avoid. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the American dream. Because most of you know of me as a veteran, as someone who's put on the uniform, served, sacrificed for this country, and I was happy to do it. I was honored to do that. But like so many of us in this room, I've also got a story about pursuing the American dream. You see, after I recovered, and I had to figure out who I was outside of that uniform, I went back to school. I got an education around business. And just because you do those right things, you check those boxes, does not mean that you're going to find that success. And so in 2016, when President Trump was elected, and I was happy to be a proud President Trump supporter, over those next couple of years, with the optimism of seeing what he was doing for our country, lowering our energy costs, lowering unemployment, cutting taxes, we saw the border secured. We saw optimism. A hope for the American dream was something that we could all grab onto. It was at that time that I decided my next step in the American dream as a husband and a father with 3 school-aged children was to start my own business. But again, for those business owners out here in this room, we know that's not always easy. And my journey started working in a fulfillment center. When I walked in here today and I saw the racks up against the wall and the cardboard boxes and the pallets, I thought, gosh, it almost feels like home. Because for 6 months as I was starting my business, the business that provided pharmaceutical services to veterans when the VA hospital wasn't able to, I worked in a fulfillment center. I packed up those boxes. I loaded them onto the semi-truck trailers. I did that for 10-hour shifts, 4 days a week. And I went home at night, had a meal with my family, and went to work on my business plan and getting things lined up and ready to go, and was eventually able to make that full transition to being a successful small business owner. And that's so important to all of us as Americans. All of us that we have that opportunity. Again, it's not a promise that we have success, but an opportunity. And President Trump, as our president, and me being a small business owner while he was president, I was so compelled to fight for his re-election in 2020 that I did put aside some family time when I got done taking care of my affairs. And my son and I, my oldest son and I, would go out and knock doors for President Trump. 4 years ago, I was a happy volunteer. I see people out here in the crowd today who are volunteers. Beware. You might find yourself one day running for United States Senate too. But it was so worth fighting for what President Trump did for us. The way that he led for us. He couldn't guarantee a success, but he could help create a pathway for it. We saw him cut taxes. We saw him lower those energy costs. We saw optimism in our community. And what we have now is a story of all the wrong things going up and the right things going down. Our unemployment rate now here in Nevada is the second highest in the nation. Our housing costs are off the chart. The interest rates have gone so high that if I had to buy my home today that I bought 6 years ago,
Let me tell all y'all something, my Republican people. I want y'all to listen to me and listen to me good, right? We got 2 more days for the election, right? Y'all do understand how important it is. Come on, let's go, man. I need y'all to show up and show out, man. What are Republicans at? I need y'all to come on in the building. Enough is enough, man. Y'all see what Donald Trump got going on? Y'all see how this man connecting with the Hispanic community now? Because we already know the blacks are for Trump, bro. The black peoples are for Donald Trump. Point blank, period. Blacks are for Donald Trump. Hispanics, we gotta win the Hispanic community. Because if we win the Hispanic community along with the black community, there is no way you gonna sit here and tell me that Donald Trump is not gonna win. But the sad thing about it, you got this Hispanic lady up there explaining to y'all and have more knowledge than a lot of us have when it comes to this. Y'all Democrats, do y'all see the Hispanics? They acknowledging the fact that it is Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, the reason why America is screwed up the way it is right now. And y'all still talking about Kamala for president? What are y'all talking about, man? Make it make some sense, man. I need all my Republicans that's in the chat right now. Double tap the stream for the win. Man, this Trump train, man, we at the bottom of the hour now. It's nighttime now. You know what I'm saying? We got to work, man. We got to go. We got to work. And for the peoples up there in North Carolina, y'all get up out of there, man. Get out of if you can get out of North Carolina, get out of North Carolina now. Because I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on, man. I'm telling y'all what's going on right now. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden has got some tricks up their sleeves. Y'all see what they done to them peoples in North Carolina. You got them up there in mountain stranded with no food and no water. FEMA to tuck away to cut off all the financial support, everything, man. This is what the president and the vice president is currently doing to the citizens, the U.S. citizens in North Carolina. And y'all keep giving them the cold shoulder like y'all don't see what's going on. Man, we down to 24 days for the election, bro. Why are we going to sit here and wait? Do y'all want history to repeat itself? Do y'all really actually want to see Kamala Harris in office? Do y'all want to experience another 4 years with these Democrats, these left lunatic radicals? Are y'all guys actually serious, man? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. We ain't fighting. This ain't what you call fighting. This ain't fighting. A lot of y'all say, oh, he just want the likes. Nah, you right. I do want the likes. Because it's going to get the video and the algorithm and we going to reach more people. We reach more people and give them ism like we giving them now. They going to go back and investigate Kamala Harris and see her for who she really is. And they going to get out and make the right choice with their votes, and that's Donald J. Trump. We got to fight, man. We have to fight, point blank, period. Let's go, man. Trump for the win. Sick and tired of us playing around, guys. We can't do this. We can't sit here with the cold shoulder, bro. We got to stand together. We all that we have. Teamwork makes the dream work. Without a team, there is no dream. And without the dream, there is no possibility. America, this is not America. This is not the country that I've been living in my entire life. I've never seen America in this type of position that it's in now, bro. Do y'all understand the magnitude of this shit, bro? Do y'all literally understand what's really going on in America right now? I don't think a lot of y'all understand. I think a lot of y'all out there really taking this as a game. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of y'all out there taking this as a game, guys. A lot of y'all don't really believe that this is actually happening. But it's okay though. It's okay. Because I guarantee you, mark my word, and you hearing it first here from your boy Self-Conscious, aka the Messenger. If Kamala Harris get in that office, y'all will hate yourselves for the rest of y'all lives. For the ones that's voting for. I guarantee you, you will hate yourself, bro. Because the woman has some plans out of this world. And if we allow them in office and give them the opportunity to implement that Project 2025, man, we done. It's over and done with. That's all I can say. We got to do the right thing, man. And then not only that, guess what, guys? Just came in. Did y'all hear about the third assassination attempt on Donald Trump today? But the guy was apprehended before he can get in position to try to take Donald Trump out. And then try to come back and say, oh, well, my intentions was not to come on, man. Y'all see what's going on? Man, these people got something to do with that. The Democrats got something to do with that. We talking about the third assassination attempt on Donald Trump, man, in 4 months, bro. Y'all need to stop playing with it, guys. Do y'all understand what's going on? Apparently you don't. But I'm going to tell you this right here. This election is really too big to rig. But boy, if they find a way to wiggle Kamala Harris in that office, it's finna be some shh in America. And you hearing it first from me, from your boy Self-Conscious. If Trump don't get in that office, based on what we're seeing now, man, it's gonna be some riots here in America, bro. People's finna tear the country up. This will be the second time that they done some foul stuff, man, to keep Donald Trump out of that office. Because no, he's not a threat to democracy. Kamala Harris is the threat to democracy. Donald Trump is a threat to bringing America back to greatness. And that's what the Democrats they don't want. They don't want America to be great again. Not up under their watch eye. They want the American peoples to continue to have to depend on them, guys. And we depend on them for nothing because they give us nothing. That's right. They don't give us nothing. So can anybody in this chat right now share with me one of Kamala Harris' policies? Something that make me want to scratch my head and think or ponder or something like that. Can any of y'all in the live share that with me? Give me one of her policies. Give me one of her policies. And then for whatever reasons, if you come in my chat and make one up, guess what I'm going to ask you to do? Show me what she did for you in the last 4 years. That's right, Mo Fresh. I don't know where the Republicans at. Man, we down to 24 days. They supposed to be going crazy with them likes right now. Every live video we do supposed to be in the algorithm every day. I don't understand what they doing. Sometimes I feel like I'll be having more Democrats watching me than Republicans. Come on, man. Y'all got to tighten up, bro. Yeah, y'all got to get this thing together, man. This ain't teamwork. This ain't teamwork, bro. That's right. We got to fight, man. That's what I keep telling the people, man. We got to fight, bro. We got to fight. We can't win like this here. Kamala Harris just arrived in North Carolina. Now y'all see what she finna do? I'm going to tell y'all what she finna do. Now she finna, cause Donald Trump done exposed her ass, right? She know the Hurricane Helena hit North Carolina, just like here where I'm at, right? And destroyed us. And her and Joe Biden was nowhere to help assist us. Now that Donald Trump done exposed her ass, now she want to go out there, fly out there to North Carolina and go out there and tell the people a sob story now. Now she wants to go out there and lie. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? You see how she trying to backtrack and go to North Carolina now? Come on, man. What's going on, bro? Double tap that stream, man. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Let's go. Double tap the stream. If you vote for Donald Trump, then hit the like button. Smash that like for the win. Let's go. If you're voting for Donald Trump If you rocking with Trump, if you down with this Trump train, you need to be hitting the like button. Don't tell me in the chat. Hit the like button. That right there matters a whole lot right now. That's right. We got to fight, man. Donald Trump said, people, you do your part, I do mine. That's what the president said. I ain't said. That came out of the president's mouth. So what we gonna do? We gonna sit here procrastinate? Like we don't see this? Nah. No sir, above. No sir. Not at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not gonna do it. We down to 24 days. Damn it, we finna fight. We gonna fight. We not gonna sit here and talk about it. We gonna let our actions reflect that. That's right. That's right. We're gonna allow our actions to reflect that. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Truck won't even start up. Y'all see that? Huh? I bet you right now, I can't get not one of my Republicans to help me get a battery or starter for my truck. Look, I can't make it up. You see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Won't even start. Because I need a starter. That's crazy, man. This crazy. This crazy, bro. Man, Kamala, you got to get out the way. She the main reason why shit like it is now, bro. Listen, I can't get a jump off, man. Ain't nobody around to give me no jump off, man. Now I'm really ticked off. Now I'm really ticked off. I need somebody to help me get a starter, man. I'm gonna see where y'all stand at, though. I'm gonna see where y'all stand at. I'm gonna see where y'all stand at tonight. I'm gonna really see where the people's at. Finally started up. So y'all know what I need? I need a starter. Yeah. I need a starter and I need gas. Look it up. Come on, man. I'm in a bad situation, man. Thanks to Kamala Harris. Thanks to Kamala Harris and the Democrats. Thanks to them. Say thank you, Kamala Harris. And that's exactly what it's going to be for another 4 years if she wins. This right here. That's crazy, man. Man, sometimes I just feel like, man, what is America? What have America came to, man? I know I keep saying that, guys, but that's just the naked, God's honest truth, bro. It's the truth, man. I don't know, man. I don't know no more. I don't know if Kamala Harris done taught people how to turn into, cold-hearted people or what. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I really don't. I just don't understand it, man. I'm sitting here. I'm lost. I'm lost not for words, man, but I'm just so disappointed in the people, man. We down to 24 days before the biggest day in all of America history. And we ain't doing nothing about it, man. We keep talking. A lot of us, we cloud up, but we don't rain. A lot of us cloud up, but we don't rain. And that's a crime shame, man. Oh, all my family, my friends, associates, my state, South Carolina, yeah, we all voting for Trump. Trump done already won South Carolina. 83% of the voters, point blank, period. That's right. Yeah, people are easily be brainwashed, man. That's right. Dan, Matthew, I understand, Danny. I understand, man. I understand. And we definitely need to make sure Trump get in office for people like you. Because Kamala Harris talking about putting taxes on disability and Social Security. That's right, man. Let's get the 50 likes, man. If you ain't got a Cash App, if you ain't got a super chat, you ain't got a super thanks, a like button is just like money. Hit that like button, bro. That's free. That don't cost you nothing. To like and subscribe, that's free. It definitely is. Yeah. You don't get charged for that. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's flat foot get it. Let's make it happen. Yep. Taxes on Social Security. That's what they talking about doing, bro. Hey, Mo Fresh, type my Cash App in the chat so I can pin it, man. This tonight is a beautiful night, man. This is the night that I really want to see where the people stand at. I really do, bro. I got to, man. I got to. It's only right. Yeah, it's only right, man. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but guys, we got to fight, man. We got to fight. There you go. Appreciate that, Trader. Cash App is pinned. Now, let me take this poll down. Trump train. Let's go, guys. Let's get these likes up. In the morning, I got a special video for y'all in the morning. I have a special video in the morning. I've been wanting to drop that video tonight. I said, nope, tonight is not the night to do it because y'all guys know I've been out on the pond. I've been fishing. I didn't catch no fish. I'm mad about that. And I'm even madder more now that I know Kamala Harris just arrived in North Carolina 2 weeks after Hurricane Helena. She waited 2 weeks after Hurricane Helena to arrive in North Carolina. Appreciate that, Mo Fresh. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. I don't know no more. I just feel like the American peoples are giving up, bro. I think we done gave up on life. This is what we want. Trump MAGA, I like that, Sarah. I really do. That made my day right there, Sarah. It really did. It really did make my day to see you put that in my chat. I like that. Yep. But I'm going to tell y'all what I'm finna do. Closer to biblical principles, period. Dems policies are crooked and twisted. You right about that, Gina. You're absolutely right. I agree with you 1,000%. But guys, I'm just so disappointed in the fact that people are still talking about voting for Kamala. I'm finna end my live video, bro. I don't get it. For 4 freaking years, man, these people have drug us through the mud, pounded us out, made us hate ourselves in so many different ways, bro. These are the most critical points and times of our lives. And people don't realize what's at stake. I got to end my live. I got to end this live here. Bro. I ain't going to tell you no lie. I got to end this live. I need to end this live now. We giving up. 24 days left and ain't nobody fighting. Did y'all hear me? 24 days left and we not fighting. I can't wait to vote for Harris. Appreciate that, because I definitely was finna do that. Whoever it was, I'm gonna stop timing out. I'm just gonna start blocking them all together. That's what I'm gonna do. This is crazy, man. The only hope we got, man, if we don't get Donald Trump in office, look at this. Y'all see that? So it's no coincidence, man. Like I say, we ain't fighting enough. We ain't fighting. We say we fighting, but we not fighting. I'm outside with it, though. I'm outside with it tonight, man. I had to get out and walk around to get my mind right, man, because peoples are just lost, man. Yeah, that's what they come here for, the negativity, man. But we ain't worrying about them, though. We ain't worrying about them Dems. They lost. They lost, man. They hate the fact that Donald Trump finna win this thing. That's what they come for, they come for the negativity. Yep, they come for the negativity, man. But they got 3 more minutes to see me. I am alive in 3 minutes. This is crazy, man. It is what it is. Trump for the win, baby. I'm sticking with my guns. I'm not going to allow Kamala Harris to try to utilize her color as a means to manipulate me to get out and vote for her. I promise you that. That ain't going to happen. By no means necessary. I promise you that. That ain't going to happen by a little bit. Point blank, period. So they can go ahead and get used to it, man. Go ahead and get used to it. I'm outside. There go the traffic right there. I'm outside with it. I'm outside with it, man. Look at this right here. What's that? High-speed internet? Trump and Vance 2024 all the way. You absolutely right about that, Mildred Morris. I know that's right. Still got trees and branches and stuff all on the ground from the hurricane. You know what I'm saying? They tried to do a little something with the power lines up there. I guess we got a little power going around here, certain areas. A lot of people are still out of power. And I'm sitting back there in the cut. I'm sitting way back here in the cut. Way back here in the daggone cut, bro. I'm way back there in the cut. So a lot of y'all want to know how the trees fell on my house. Y'all see all of that up there? Still got plenty of trees. Tried to get them to take all the trees out the ground. They won't even take the trees out the ground, man. Yeah, it's dark. It's dark right now because there ain't no lights. I don't have no lights, man. That's why it's dark over there right now. Y'all see that? Dark, bro. Haters, man. But it's okay. It's all good. No, I'm in South Carolina, man. I ain't in North Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. Still ain't got no power. Look dark as hell over there at my spot, don't it? So ain't no lights. Ain't no power. Where I'm at. See how dark it is around here? They got a little damn street light up. That ain't got shit to do with in the inside. Why y'all think I had to come outside? Look at that. Trump all the way. I like that, Robert. It is what it is, man. I'm about to end this live, though, guys. Keep in mind, man, we can't sit here and fake and procrastinate. If you're for Donald Trump, man, yeah, there's plenty of police around. The neighborhood I stay in, they patrol all night, boy, 24/7. That's the crazy part about it. The police stay patrolling around here in this area. I ain't even gonna lie. Trump needs to make a special apology to the Mexicans for calling them those murderers, rapists, drug dealers, the Mexicans. I ain't gonna get into that right now. I need Kamala and Joe Biden to get me some lights. That's what I need. I need some lights out here. I'm just happy for the water having electricity already. Yeah, Mildred, you right. I'm so happy for her, man. That's a great, awesome lady. I love Miss Woodard. She's a great lady. Her husband is a great guy, and the stepson is a great guy. Uh, those people been helping me a little bit. Sean, they ain't doing enough for people down here in South Carolina either. A lot of us still without lights and water. I just showed y'all my spot. You didn't see it? I need to show it to you again. Look at him. It's pitch black dark over there, man. Ain't nothing going on. Yeah, we trying to stay safe down here. Yeah, we definitely trying to stay safe. We trying, man, but you know, try means to fail. But Woodard Asian Produce, guys, y'all know I've been doing a lot of communicating with her and her family, man. They some good people. I still need y'all to go over there and subscribe to her channel, man. Show us some love. I'm about to take it on in. I guess go in here and burn my last 4 candles. Yep, burn the last 4 candles so I can get some light. Yep, burn the last 4 so I can get some light up in here. All right, guys, I chat with y'all. What's the day? Monday. I may be back on live Thursday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and come back on live Thursday. I'm not gonna go live these next few days. Not on this channel. I'm gonna be elsewhere. So y'all guys just gonna have to find me. Yep, y'all gonna have to find me. It's like I said, man. At the end of the day, you know, I don't need people saying that they for Trump, man, and it's not manifesting. You know, the police right there. All right, Sean, I appreciate you tapping in. All my moderators, I appreciate you guys coming in the chat. Miss Mildred Morris, is always an honor and a privilege and a blessing to see you guys in the chat supporting the platform. Keep in mind, we do have 24 days left before the election. I don't know what y'all guys' expectations are, but it is what it is. Wendy, I will definitely stay safe. Appreciate that, Mo Fresh. That's right, Sean. Kamala wants all the land for her and those half original people like her. Right? So, but yeah, I'm about to tap out, and I see y'all guys